We have some news right now. In the past 24 hours, we learned that the Trump administration has deported at least 4 children, all of whom are U.S. citizens. And I want to highlight 2 specific cases. The first is one of the children has metastatic cancer, was deported without their medication, without a treatment plan, without access to their doctors that have been in the United States of America. The second is this 2-year-old that was deported without sufficient due process, according to a federal judge in Louisiana. These aren't the only cases of U.S. citizens being deported. They're just 2 of them. And while according to allegations, they were deported alongside their mother, who may not have been a United States citizen, that doesn't matter because the children themselves are U.S. citizens and have rights, have due process rights under the law. Now, the mother, too, whether or not you are a citizen or not, you have due process rights. But the children can remain in the United States if they want to, and if a parent or legal guardian is a citizen and petitions for them to do so. And while the Trump administration is playing fast and loose with immigration policy and immigration rules right now, I'm going to do a full breakdown of what this all means on my Substack, link to my bio. So subscribe for free, spread the word, and follow along for more.
Welcome back to our channel. AI Crystal, your go-to space for real talk on real issues. We appreciate every single one of our returning subscribers. Thank you for your continued support. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button so you never miss an update. Now, let's dive into a deeply concerning issue that's been making headlines and raising serious questions: U.S. citizens being deported, including a cancer patient. Yes, you heard that right.
ICE is not interested in deporting criminals. ICE wants to deport your neighbor, the teenager who just graduated from high school, the mothers, the daughters, the babies. They're ratcheting up their operations. Local police are helping them, like what just happened in Worcester. And they are picking up immigrants who have done nothing to deserve it. This is mass deportation, and this is a police state.
All right, things are off the rails. You need to share this information. Eric Swalwell, senator from California, just got out of his committee meeting, and he reported that every single Republican has voted to deport U.S. citizens, to take citizens of the United States and send them to another country, to a prison, who knows? I don't know how to make it any more clearer that we are entering 1930s Germany. That's what they did. They took German citizens and sent them to Poland, to camps. And that's what Republicans want to do. Do we understand now how their intentions are to turn this country into a fascist dictatorship? Now, this would have to go through the House and the Senate to pass, but this is their intentions. They are on board with sending U.S. citizens. They're not saying which crimes they would even be guilty of, and send them out of this country. So what is it? They're just going to choose who they want to send there, just like they did in Germany? This is dangerous. This information needs to be shared. Call your reps and senators, see if they care. This is awful.
So the United States is now considering sending deportees to countries in Africa like Rwanda, Libya, Angola. They've also decided that it's okay to deport U.S. citizens. And there's already been over a dozen U.S. citizens that have been deported. Possibly more, but there's no due process, so how will we know ever? It is also becoming illegal to talk negatively about Israel and participate in boycotts against Israel. This is just one step away from making protesting itself illegal, eliminating free speech in our country, and punishing people who advocate for human rights by deporting them to the farthest continent they can think of, so you can never come back. They are outsourcing the elimination of people they don't like. They are very motivated to do so, and they'll probably continue doing so unless we rise up and do something big about it as American citizens. See you June 14th, and please join the general strike.
So now that the House of Representatives has effectively passed a bill that now will go to the Senate that will legally allow the administration to deport U.S. citizens, I have some follow-up points of negotiation that I would like to give to you. Number 1, do I get to pick the destination? If you give me a list of like 5 to 10 countries, I will elect my top 3 and you get back to me on what you can do with that. Number 2, you're going to cancel my student loans, right? because I can't use my education obtained here in the next country. I will have to go back to school. So you should probably go ahead and cancel that, as well as credit me back all the money that I have busted my ass to pay to you to pay those student loans off. Number 3, can I volunteer as tribute? Do we have to commit a crime to be deported? Is there a list to sign up? I think that would be a great idea if you're trying to like offload some people. I think many would volunteer for this. Number 4, credit scores, debt. You're going to cancel that, right? Because if I'm no longer a citizen, I don't think I should have to adhere to credit scores or pay back any debt that I acquired as a citizen here. That should be like null and void. I think that's a great idea. Number 5, are you paying for my move? I think there should be like some incentive, reimbursement, relocation assistance. I think you should pay for it. As long as I didn't commit a crime to get deported, if I volunteered, I think it should be on your dime. Because I've been paying my taxes for years now, and I think that's the least that you can do is go ahead and pay for my move to the next country. You get back to me, look through my terms. If you need a PDF, I can send that to you. Happy to negotiate further.
In recent times, there have been shocking reports of individuals who are legal U.S. citizens being mistakenly or unjustly detained and deported by immigration authorities. Some of these cases involve people who've lived their entire lives in the U.S., and one recent report even includes a person battling cancer being deported while in a fragile medical state. How is this happening in a system that's supposed to protect its own citizens? What are the loopholes or administrative failures allowing such grave mistakes? What rights do U.S. citizens actually have in immigration proceedings, and how are those being overlooked? Is racial profiling playing a role? And how can you protect yourself and your loved ones? This topic needs awareness, accountability, and action. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you heard of similar cases? Do you know someone who's been affected? And most importantly, what should be done to stop these horrifying mistakes? Once again, thanks for tuning in to AI Crystal. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed. Together, let's keep shining a light on the truth.